Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. I'm going to be continuing our Let's Play series through Dragon Age Origins. Left off, we were just going into Orzammar. Now, I think real quick before... Okay,
This should be easy enough.
can't click that. Before we go into Orzammar too much,
On it.
going to leave from here. Okay, out we go.
Do you miss the life you once...
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
I didn't think this guy wouldn't want to talk. Who?
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help.
Perhaps I don't want you to. A Surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Fine
Red,
then.
please, sir.
Sure.
Just a minute.
I am gonna go over to the circle tower. After I have this little fight here, or whatever this is. Alright, so we have multiple darkspawn, one of which is a caster.
Right ahead.
A lot of traps.
Right ahead. You forced our hand. I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Okay. Just focusing down one by one over here.
Make a reserve.
We're not splitting damage and they can't out heal us. At least that's what it seems. And then I break my own roll and I start attacking one. I can't click it anyways, it's fine.
Here comes trouble. Let's make this quick. Right away. As you like.
So much experience. No, don't talk.
I shall.
Love when there's traps everywhere. Probably got more experience from getting rid of all the traps than I did from the actual fight.
Trap right ahead.
Hey, some more. You can't go that way. Only way out is this way. First Enchanter Irving.
You went above and beyond the call of duty for the Circle. You have done us proud.
Dragon of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar, indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
I don't think she minds. She still wants to learn, though.
Fascinating. I suppose the circle should be flattered.
He's willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
I shall return to Orzammar with this news then.
If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
Perhaps, but it was her choice to make.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
You've already done much for the Circle. Now you must see to your duty as a Grey Warden.
Forgive me, I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Alright, so... Chancer's board. Chancer's board where? I know there was a Chancer's board in Lothring, and I'm guessing the other one was in Redcliffe Village. Definitely wasn't over here. Run! Go faster! Man, that's such a trip.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Got 3 gold. No quests available at this time. Blackstone irregular. Well, that's very upsetting. It did crash quite a bit whenever we were here. I guess it makes a little bit of sense. I think I have a quest for that landmark tree at the top now also.
Blessed.
We have one of our circle quests. Mages Collective, I guess. Places of Power. No. Where would the Mages Collective be? The docks, right? Sure, I have some of these.
Good to see you again.
I don't have anything? Like, I don't have 10 deep mushrooms? Guess I don't. And lyrium potions. Don't have that either. Okay. She do. I'm very short on that. Okay. Alright, I'm just going back to Orzammar.
Will you stop eating?
Listen.
I'm hungry.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
Listen.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention?
Hey, who's that?
I sent something.
Bandits, bandit, bandit, bandit. There's bandit leaders. Hungry bandit, grumpy bandit.
Good to go. Defend yourself. Right away. You're getting fluffy. Nothing but excitement. Let's make this quick.
Can't hit nothing. Yep. Hungry bandit down.
If I must.
Block.
Let's end this. Fighting more dying, blast you.
So many of you, just get the killing blow already. Jesus.
On my way.
Critting a lot, which is nice.
I will fight if I must.
Desperation is an
Yeah,
ugly
there we
thing.
go. Ice bolts. Yep. One more. They'll have even more of them here.
I'll do it. Right away. As you like. Alright, battle it is then.
I can't believe we're missing as much as we are with how much dexterity she has.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Trap right ahead.
Where?
Right away. Trap right ahead. You should run while you can.
Suppose that could have been worse.
Trap right ahead.
Okay. Double trap.
Trap right ahead.
One. I think that's gonna be everything. So now we leave.
It's done.
Can we go this way?
So I am led to understand that the sister is a follower of this maker.
Am I the sister? Oh, that's so cute. It's like you're my big brother. Or...
Proving fan, proving fan, proving fan. Any of them are going to be very helpful.
I hear there are all kinds of rules that govern the proving. They get very mad if you break the rules.
Okay, how about the proving master?
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the proving arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
What show?
Prince Balin called a citywide proving this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions.
Sounds fun. I'll come back though.
Enjoy our grand city.
Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Can't go that way because it's locked. This way. Okay, so literally nothing I can do here right now. Diamond quarter. Deep ropes. Noble's quarter.
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple and a hyena.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well,
Quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
First Enchanter Irving accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since Urelden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books, tuition?
A little token of your gratitude would be nice.
Of course, a reward. I was just bringing some lyrium in from the storeroom. Will that do? I have either a lyrium rune that can be implanted in any weapon, or some of the serum mages use. Which do you want?
Oh, for me. I'll take the rune.
Here you go. I hope it's enough to thank you. I'll never forget what you did. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Thought it was gonna be for the mages, not for me. I think I'm gonna go to Dust Town first. I said, I think I'm gonna go to Dust Town first.
Oh dear. The differences between this side of town and the others is...
Huh? Dust Town Thug. Okay.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for that kid once we cut them out of it.
A little frantic? Ha! I can see why.
Poor bastard! You're mine!
Thug leader is a rogue. Rogek. Alright, Rogek, what you want?
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Gwendolyn, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Smuggling is legal. I'm turning you in.
I don't think so. Boys!
We must...
Give me that lyrium.
Alright, battle to them.
20 sovereign. Nice. That is a good amount of money for killing one guy. Beggar. Alamar's Emporium. A very small room.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Some spare equipment. What do you give me?
Why don't you take a look?
How many potions? Ooh. Need this. Bard's manual. Go ahead and take it. I don't really need anything else. Need to go back to...
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go now.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Dead nugs. Not helpful. Linda. Nadezda.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
$5 silver. Buy yourself some food.
You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet, if my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Tell me about Dust Town.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Wow. What's a Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dust Town. Jarvie has got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Where does a body go to get drunk around here?
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
I should get going now.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Win, what you doing?
Spare a bit for the needy? Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silver, buy yourself a meal.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Isn't there any other solution?
Yes. I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways?
Maybe I could reason with your father, or with your family.
You would do that? But why?
Don't look a gift warden in the mouth.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
This door appears to be made out of solid stone. There's no visible means of opening it. On close inspection, there is a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. See nothing but blackness. Mom's house. So it's just a house in the slums?
As you like.
Alright. I need decks. And we will take Hammering Shield. Even more defense. Literally nothing here. All right. Going to be going into the diamond quarter now. We have another nug.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Yeah, boy.
But there's more.
Adol Helmi.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Lord Harold is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Balin is the voice of anarchy and ruin.
Paramont's estate.
From what I've heard of dwarven
I feel like at
places,
some point I would learn.
I'm almost surprised we haven't seen blood running these streets.
Doolin. Noble, noble. Books I can't read. Butler. Guard. Noble. Not a door. Is a door. Just. Percy.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Doolin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I would speak with Lord Harrowmont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
On to the proving.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Can I just lockpick my way in? Nothing in here. Looks like I can do it though. Get my 5 experience. Lady Dace.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
It speaks.
Does not. Rad.
I hope you'll support Lord Harriman.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrimont is the voice of stagnation and ruin. The public has a right to know.
Royal Palace. Chamber of the Assembly.
I require a moment of silence to take in this magnificent sight.
Shaperate. I needed to go there.
I shall.
There is many quests here.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Shaper Assistant Mildrate.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Alrighty. Porta.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Kind of research.
Not exactly, but I'm looking for any birth
Not the one I
records
wanted
from
to
the
click.
old Orton Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Dwarves have very wide mouths. I could try to find them. I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I can't believe all these books and there's not a single like codex. There's nothing.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Shaper of Memories?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I am on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
What harm would it do to let him preach?
Wherever this chantry has spread among humans, it replaced all beliefs preceding it. Were we to let these preachers into Orzammar, how long before the ancestors stop hearing the voices praising them?
The chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
Chantry will educate children of all castes.
I am not certain this is in Orzammar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Shirak was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like this?
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
Where is Kal Shirak?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirak is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Enough history. Let's talk basic Orzammar again.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
That's what Branka was?
Branka is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Where is Branka now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
How did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shatkyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the castless?
The castless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Seems easy for you to dismiss them.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
Actually, I should be
Your
going.
presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Alright. Let's see if we can go back here. Finally, some codex stuff.
Yes, of course. Mm-hmm.
Search for the true prophet, gloves of diligence.
Right away.
In praise of the humble Nug. So we didn't go into the Chamber of the Assembly or the Royal Palace yet.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
You know who I am?
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and her eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
I thought King Eldrin himself supported Harrimont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrimont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
Have to seek my aid from Harrimont.
Wait. We must be cautious about whom to trust. But perhaps we could find a way. Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrimont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Haramond promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Haramond can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Haramond gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where do you get the promissory note?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
I'll have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
Can I explore your estate?
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Assembly Steward Bandalore. Don't think I want to go in there. Don't crash. It's kind of close. Getting worse every time.
You know, after all this is over, I...
Royal Guard, noble, noble.
I'll do it. Wow.
Whoa. Tunneling thief.
Why we always attracting danger?
Come and get it! Try to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing! Down with you!
They've killed 3. I've killed 1.
What's going on? What? The ancestors. Good on you, Warden. Caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to... Thanks again, Warden.
They drop in from the ceiling? Yeah.
On my way. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. As you like.
Many of King Ern's belongings have been brushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. A revenant? Really?
Right away.
Defend yourself!
Revenant by himself, I may be able to take him out. It's still gonna be kind of difficult,
On your guard!
which is just ridiculous.
This is good.
Do I have a poison to put on?
Let's make this quick. Here comes trouble.
Here we go! Now we're going to battle. To this, doesn't it?
Let's make this quick, shall we? Only one shall stand.
It's gonna take forever.
Finally, we get to the good part.
Missing so much.
I never liked this part.
Victory shall be mine.
Where now?
Ah, this is a waste of time. That's it.
Excellent.
God, we got him. Scrap paper. The black vials. Love letter. I don't think the tunnelers came from the ceiling, because there was a hole in that one too. Right there.
Yes, of course.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Okay. Alright, so let's go tell dude he can build Chantry.
Secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. News of the hour. 3 more clans endorse Lord Harrowmont.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow.
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
What's happening here?
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
It's done.
I'll kill some thugs.
This
I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Get out of here. This is private business.
Looks more like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Sounds like a threat. Or that sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Alright, Figor.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
Good start, but what do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Their children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about. Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
What do you got for sale?
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Greater health poultice. Go ahead and take the healing poultices. We are blowing through our money. I'm glad we picked up that 20 sovereigns from the smuggler.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He's agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
All right. So I guess the next thing to get started with is we go down into the dust Dust Town to find the thief. I'll do that real quick. I want to get started on the proving stuff next time.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Looking for a thief who dares steal from the Shaperate.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Okay, well that gives me another reason to go to the proving grounds.
On my way.
Why does the bard stare at me so?
I was thinking of writing a song about you. The statue with a heart of gold.
It thinks my heart is made of gold. It is.
Alright. I think this is probably a good spot to stop for this one. So, I hope everyone's enjoying the playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. If you are, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you on the next one.